Whoa, I hope you're doing well today. Today I want to touch on home security and fortifying your home. We'll be talking about that coming right up. Okay, well, before we get started, I wanted to congratulate Thomas. He was our winner for December, and he should be receiving a package in the mail today, by the way. Something I wanted to talk about was fortifying your home. Now, yes, there is the scenario where you might have to bug out, but there's a lot we could do to help to where we won't have to bug out, hopefully. Somebody driving by distracting me. Now, you could build walls and stuff. I'm gonna flash some pictures up here. And these first two, this one here, well, you can do something like that, but yeah, if you had the money. Or this one. Now, the next one here, that's kind of a little out of here too. Now this one here, you know what those walls tell me? Those walls tell me that you have something worth of value back there that you don't want people getting into. And so in a SHTF situation, guess what? That's probably where they're going to go. Now this is what I suggest. If you live in a place where you can grow cactus like this, I suggest you grow a lot of cactus along your fence lines. If not, how about this? Berry vines. You know what? I'm not walking through that because I know what's going to happen before I get through that. Okay? So, those situations might be good. Anyway, what I want to talk about mainly today is something I purchased. And this is it right here. Got it off Amazon for $119.99. Now that's without a hard drive. I had one laying around, so I was able to just take that hard drive I had and stick it in there, which I'll be replacing because it's only a 500 megabyte or gigabyte, and I want to put in a 2 terabyte drive. Now this is what the cameras look like. They're not the greatest, but you know what? A system for 119 bucks, you can't beat that. It came with 4 cameras. This is what it came with right here. I'll run down the list. Okay, one 4-channel, 1080p, HD, NVR, without hard drive. Okay, came with 4 wireless cameras. They're 960p, HD, and then came with the power supply for the NVR, 4 power supplies for the cameras. It came with an Ethernet cable to hook it up to my router. Came with a mouse. That mouse, you probably want to replace that. It's a mouse that does the job, but that's about it. And user's guide. I'll show you a couple of pictures. Well, here's a video that I took. This is right as the mail lady was coming up. She's stopping at my neighbor's mailbox. You can see her there in the white Jeep, and then here she comes just to show you what kind of video these cameras give you. There you go. Anyway, a system like this is really nice, straight out of the box. The cameras are already paired up with it. All you have to do is take the device out, pop a hard drive in. They do sell one with a hard drive. They sell one that has a 1 terabyte hard drive in it. They've got several different models with different types of cameras. They have some with pan and tilt cameras. These are just put them up, face them where you want them, and leave it at that. As you can see in this video, I'll pause it, and you can see 2 cameras covers my front of my property pretty well. 2 in the back cover it pretty well. And all you do is hook up, put a hard drive in it, hook it up to a TV or monitor. You can either hook it up through a HDMI or a oh, what's that other cable called? I can't remember. Anyway, it's really easy to set up. You hook that up, you plug these cameras in, give it a couple of minutes, and you know what? It pretty much takes care of it. Now, if I can find the link to this guy's, he's a young kid actually that made several videos. If I could find a link to his page again, I'll put it down below, and you can go down there and take a look at those. Be patient watching his videos, because he does do a lot of repetition. In other words, he's uploaded the same videos on top of other videos. In other words, he's done a video, he's added to the video and uploaded it again. So, but you can gain a lot through watching his video. Now this company, very good company. I'll tell you what, one of the best services I've ever had. This one particular camera here does not switch over to the infrared when it gets dark. And you know how Amazon sends you a thing asking you an email asking you how you liked your product, would you like to rate it and stuff like that. Well, I replied to the email. It wasn't Amazon that sent it, I don't think. I think it's the customer. I replied to it and said I like the system. It works great, except for one thing. I got this camera that doesn't like to work in the ultraviolet, or not ultraviolet, yeah, infrared setting. Because you can set these to work just during the day or just at night, or infrared, which will do color during the day, and then as soon as it gets dark enough, it automatically switches over to the infrared. This one wasn't doing that, and they've already got a new one sent off to me and should be here in a day or so. So I was really happy about that. I'm gonna write them another email and tell them how I'm really happy with their customer service, and really happy the way they treated me. I mean, there's no questions asked or anything. They just, okay, we'll send you another camera. So my 2 thumbs up to them. Now I don't know how you pronounce this. I'll just put it on the screen, or a matter of fact, here you can just read it. That's the name of the company right there. I'll zoom in on that for a second. Anyway, I just wanted people to think about bugging in, because that's, I think almost everybody would rather be able to stay at home where they have their comforts and stuff, and you don't have to be putting a backpack on and grabbing your rifle and heading off into the bushes and not knowing where you're going or what's going on, you know. So the main reason for this video is just for that. Putting an idea in your head of how can I fortify my property. If you live in a place where you can put those cactuses, plant a bunch of cactuses all along your property line. If not, if you live in a place where you can grow berry vines, plant those along your property line. The more places you could stop or slow down somebody from coming in, the better. Now, as you noticed in the pictures that I got of my front yard there, there's nothing there. There's not even a fence there. My property's open in the one side. The other 3 sides I've got woods and barbed wire fences. So anyway, I hope this triggers something in your head, makes you think about fortifying your property a little better. You might go try this out. I'm going to be upgrading my system slowly. I do eventually want to get a couple of the pan and tilt cameras for the my side yards. That way I can swing them towards the front or the back or off to the sides, whatever. And those cameras are pan, tilt, and zoom. They've got different ones, so. What I'm going to eventually do, these ones do not have sound. This system I have now does not have sound. Eventually what I'll do is I'll replace one of my cameras and get one of the pan, tilt, zoom, and it has two-way audio. And then eventually I'll replace the base unit and get one that does audio. Now the app that you download and stuff, well, there's an app for your phone, whether it's Android or Apple. I tried it the other day. I was up grocery shopping, and sure enough, it worked just perfect. I was able to see my front yard and see my other cameras. As you noticed, when I showed the other ones, I blurred out the bottom because sensitive information of some of my fortification. Anyway, please, if you haven't subscribed yet, go down, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell. Yep, that one right there. Oh, by the way, there's another YouTuber. I like watching his videos. He does a lot of patrolling on his property, and he talks about it, and he just really nice guy. I'll put a link up here in the cards to his YouTube channel. You might go check him out. He's got some really nice videos. I like watching his. Some of them are a little hard to hear because he's out there in the sticks sometimes, and when the wind's blowing, it's a little a little hard to hear him. That's what I wanted to say. But I really like his channel. He's got a lot of good information. But anyway, I'll look for that one guy, the youngster I was telling you about, that did a bunch of videos on this particular system right here. I think his has sound, okay? But the software and the way you set it up and everything's all the same. So I'll put a link to his down below, maybe up in the cards too. But I will put Survival Metal Man up in the card up here. Anyway, please, if you liked this video, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down. Tell us why you did, why you didn't. Remember, the only way to be eligible for the giveaways is by commenting on the videos. So, anyway, till next time, keep preparing.